In this vast cosmos, we are but tiny specks, each one of us on a journey of self-discovery. This journey is often riddled with trials and tribulations, choices and challenges, victories and losses. Life is unpredictable, and its unpredictability can stir within us a storm of emotions. But what if you could navigate this storm with an unwavering sense of inner peace, resilience, and emotional invincibility? The key lies in the tenets of Stoicism, a profound philosophy that once guided the lives of Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and many great minds of their time. The Stoics' journey begins with the first principle, firm purposes. To live a life of Stoic endurance, we must first develop a clear understanding of our goals. But this is not just about setting goals. It's about having a purpose that is resolute and unwavering. A purpose that lights up the path in the darkest of times. A purpose that becomes the compass guiding our decisions and actions. Having a clear purpose is like having a lighthouse in a stormy sea. It guides us when we are lost and illuminates our path when darkness surrounds us. But this purpose cannot simply be an external aim or a materialistic desire. It must stem from within, a deep calling that aligns with our true self, our values, and our passions. Only such a purpose can inspire the inner strength necessary to overcome the obstacles that stand in our way. Firm purposes are the bedrock of Stoicism. They provide us with the determination and courage to face life's challenges head-on. And this brings us to the second principle of Stoicism, the principle of self-restraint, encapsulated in the metaphor, would you give your body to a stranger? This isn't about bodily autonomy, as one might be tempted to think. Instead, it emphasizes on the power and control we have over our minds, our thoughts, and our reactions. How often have we found ourselves in situations where we reacted impulsively, only to regret it later? How often have we let our thoughts run wild, creating a whirlwind of emotions within us? As Stoics, we are encouraged to take control of our minds, to be the masters of our thoughts and reactions. Just as you wouldn't give your body to a stranger, why would you relinquish control over your mind? This isn't about suppressing our emotions or feelings. It's about recognizing them, acknowledging them, and then choosing how we respond to them. It's about understanding that while we cannot control the external events that unfold in our lives, we can control our reactions to these events. Imagine a scenario where you're stuck in traffic. You can either let your anger and frustration take control, honking your horn, cursing the traffic, and allowing stress to seep into your day. Or you can use this time to listen to a podcast, reflect on your day, or simply enjoy the music playing on the radio. The traffic is beyond your control, but your reaction to it is entirely within your control. Stoicism teaches us that our minds are our sanctuaries, immune to the chaos and uncertainty of the external world. But only if we exercise control. Only if we choose to not give our minds away to strangers. To remember always that the power lies within us. We have now embarked on this Stoic journey together, understanding the importance of firm purposes and the power of our minds. As we delve deeper into this profound philosophy in the coming discourse, we will uncover more pearls of wisdom that will guide us in cultivating emotional invincibility and finding inner peace in the face of life's unpredictable challenges. This is but the beginning of a transformative journey, a journey to becoming the best version of ourselves. Let's step forward, with firm purposes and controlled minds, ready to embrace the wisdom of Stoicism. In the ebbs and flows of life, we often encounter individuals who speak ill of us. Negative words, criticism, and differing viewpoints can create an emotional turmoil within us. But the third principle of Stoicism, if someone speaks ill of you, provides us with a shield made of patience, acceptance, and open-mindedness. Think about it. When someone criticizes you, it's often a reflection of their perspective and not necessarily the truth about who you are. Stoicism teaches us not to take such words personally, but to view them as an opportunity to learn and grow. It encourages us to stand firm in the face of criticism, to listen with an open mind, and to respond with dignity and grace. A Stoic doesn't retaliate or react impulsively. Instead, they observe, they understand, And if the criticism is valid, they make the necessary changes. And if the criticism is unfounded, they let it go, like water off a duck's back. Remember, the value of your self-worth isn't determined by how others perceive you, but by how you perceive yourself. Moving on, let's delve into the fourth principle, insult and offense. How often have we taken offense to a comment, a gesture, or an action? How often have we reacted defensively to an insult, allowing it to disrupt our peace of mind? Stoicism urges us to view these instances from a different perspective. Instead of seeing a negative situation as an insult or an offense, why not perceive it as an opportunity for personal growth? Every insult, every offense is a chance to strengthen our resilience, to hone our emotional fortitude. It's a chance to practice patience and forgiveness, to understand the value of empathy. When we allow ourselves to be affected by the negative actions of others, we give them power over our emotions. But when we choose to use insults and offenses as stepping stones, we claim that power back. The fifth principle, fear and dishonor, dives deeper into the realm of our emotions. Fear and shame are powerful emotions that can paralyze us, deter us from pursuing our goals, and mar our self-esteem. Stoicism emphasizes on the importance of overcoming these emotions, not by suppressing them but by confronting them. It teaches us to place our self-worth on things within our control, reminding us that external validation is transient and unreliable. It encourages us to live our truth, to follow our path without fear of judgment or criticism. When we fear dishonor, we limit ourselves, we confine ourselves to societal norms and expectations. But when we rise above this fear, we unlock our true potential, we unchain the shackles of shame and dishonor. Stoicism isn't about indifference or apathy. It's about emotional stability, about understanding and controlling our emotions rather than being controlled by them. It's about standing firm in the face of adversity, about owning our reactions and actions. It's about finding inner peace amidst chaos, about harnessing the power within us to navigate life's unpredictable challenges. As we journey further, we will delve deeper into the principles of Stoicism, unveiling more pearls of wisdom that will guide us in our quest for emotional invincibility, resilience, and inner peace. Remember, the path is treacherous and the journey challenging, but as we progress, we become stronger, wiser, and invincible. The key lies in understanding and applying these principles in our daily lives. Let's step forward, armed with the wisdom of Stoicism, ready to face the world with resilience and emotional fortitude. On this path of wisdom and learning, let's delve into the sixth principle of Stoicism, anticipating obstacles. Consider this. We spend a considerable amount of time reacting to situations that could have been managed better had we spent some time anticipating them. Stoicism encourages us to adopt a proactive stance rather than a reactive one. Imagine this. You are planning a trip. You look forward to it, anticipate the pleasure it will bring, but do you consider the potential obstacles? The weather changes, the transportation delays, the luggage mishaps? Yes, these are trivial examples, but the same logic applies to our life's journey. Stoicism urges us to not just envision our goals, but also the potential difficulties we might face in achieving them. By doing so, we are mentally preparing ourselves to face these challenges. We are equipping ourselves with the necessary tools to handle setbacks, to navigate through adverse situations. We are setting ourselves up for success by being prepared. This, my friends, is the beauty of this principle. Moving forward, let's explore the seventh principle, no one can hurt you. This is a powerful statement, one that resonates with the core of Stoic philosophy. You might question this, how can this be true? We get hurt all the time. But the truth is, no one can hurt you without your consent. The power lies in our choice of reaction. Every situation, every individual, every comment has the potential to hurt us, but only if we let it. When we choose to react negatively, when we choose to take offense, when we choose to hold grudges, we are giving others the power to hurt us. But when we choose to respond with understanding, with empathy, with forgiveness, we are claiming that power back. We are choosing inner peace over emotional turmoil. This isn't to say that we should suppress our feelings or deny pain. It's about recognizing our emotions, acknowledging them, and then choosing a response that serves our mental and emotional well-being. This kind of emotional invincibility, where we learn to manage our reactions, empowers us to deal with life's unpredictable challenges with strength and resilience. I hope you are enjoying this deep dive into Stoicism and its principles. If so, I would appreciate it if you could give this video a like. It helps in sharing this knowledge with more people. Now, the eighth principle of Stoicism, repressing your actions, might seem a little counterintuitive. Are we not supposed to act to express ourselves? Of course, we are, but Stoicism advises us to exercise self-restraint in our actions and speech. How many times have we acted impulsively only to regret it later? How often have we said things in the heat of the moment that we wish we hadn't? Stoicism teaches us to think before we act, to consider the consequences of our actions and words. By doing so, we demonstrate maturity and wisdom. We minimize the potential for misunderstanding and conflict. We foster healthier relationships, not just with others but also with ourselves. Remember, every action, every word carries energy. The kind of energy we choose to put out into the world is a reflection of who we are. As we navigate through life, applying these principles, we will encounter situations beyond our control. It's inevitable. But here's where the ninth principle, the power of acceptance, comes into play. When hit by the waves of uncertainty, we often struggle, trying to control the uncontrollable, exhausting ourselves in the process. Stoicism, however, teaches us to accept the situation as it is and then redirect our energy towards what we can control: our actions, our reactions, our attitudes. Acceptance isn't about defeat or resignation. It's about recognizing the reality, freeing ourselves from the chains of resistance, and then focusing on positive actions. It's about harnessing our inner strength to weather the storms of life with grace and dignity. As we navigate through the storms and calms of life, the waves of ups and downs, we have explored a lot about how we can apply the principles of Stoicism to gain emotional invincibility and resilience. With the power of acceptance, we have learned to redirect our energy towards what we can control: our actions, reactions, and attitudes. We've learned to recognize the reality and free ourselves from the chains of resistance, focusing on positive actions. But this journey of self-discovery and self-improvement doesn't stop here. As we delve deeper into the teachings of Stoicism, we unveil the 10th and final principle, living according to nature. You might wonder what it means to live according to nature. Is it about living in the wilderness, isolated from the comforts and conveniences of our modern world? Not at all. Living according to nature, in Stoic philosophy, is about living in harmony with our inherent nature as rational and social beings. It's about understanding and accepting our limitations and our potentials. Think of it like this. Just as a tree naturally grows towards the sunlight, we, humans, have a natural propensity to grow, to learn, to connect, to contribute. Stoicism teaches us to align our actions with these natural inclinations. To do what is right, to strive for personal growth, to build meaningful relationships, to contribute to the well-being of our society. Stoicism urges us to live responsibly, consciously, and authentically. It calls us to respect our nature, to embrace it, and to harness its power for our betterment and the betterment of those around us. Living according to nature also means accepting the natural order of the universe. Recognizing that there are some things beyond our control and being at peace with that. It's about finding harmony in the ebb and flow of life, in the cycle of the seasons, in the rhythm of the universe. Just as the tree doesn't resist the changing seasons but adapts and thrives, we too are encouraged to adapt to the changing circumstances of our lives, to grow through our experiences, to thrive in our unique journeys. This principle of living according to nature, when applied to daily life, can bring us a sense of peace, contentment, and fulfillment. It can help us realize our full potential and lead a life of purpose and meaning. As we come toward the end of our exploration of Stoicism, it's essential to remember that these principles are not just philosophical concepts to be pondered upon, but practical guidelines to be applied in our daily lives. They are tools that can help us find inner peace, strengthen our resilience, and develop an emotional invincibility against life's unpredictable challenges. Remember, the key to mastering these principles lies in consistent practice. It's not about perfection, but progress. Every step, no matter how small, is a step towards a more peaceful, resilient, and invincible you. Finally, let's take a moment to reflect on what we have learned so far. How have these principles resonated with you? How have they inspired you to think differently, to act differently? I invite you to share your thoughts, your experiences in the comments section. Your insights might just be the inspiration someone else needs. As you embark on this journey of Stoicism, remember that you are not alone. We are all fellow travelers, learning, growing, and evolving together. We are all part of this beautiful tapestry of life, interconnected and interdependent, each contributing to the other's growth in our unique ways. So, let's continue to learn from each other, to inspire each other, and to support each other on this lifelong journey. Carrying forward from where we left, let's continue to explore the inherent wisdom embedded in the principles of Stoicism. These principles aren't merely philosophical ideas to ponder upon, but practical lessons to be integrated into our everyday lives. These lessons empower us to cultivate emotional resilience, accept life as it transpires, and most importantly, to realize that we are in control of our responses, irrespective of the circumstances we face. Bringing to the fore the 10th and final principle of Stoicism, living according to nature. This principle is perhaps one of the most profound teachings that Stoicism offers. However, this isn't about living in the wilderness, detached from the conveniences of modern life. Instead, it's about harmonizing with our inherent nature as rational and social beings and recognizing our limitations and potentials. Consider this analogy. Just as a tree naturally grows towards the sunlight, we are innately inclined towards growth, learning, connection, and contribution. Living according to nature nudges us to align our actions with these natural inclinations. It encourages us to do the right thing, strive towards personal growth, nurture meaningful relationships, and contribute to societal well-being. Moreover, living in accordance with nature implies respecting and understanding the universal order of things, acknowledging that there are elements in life beyond our control and achieving peace with that realization. It's about finding tranquility in the rhythm of life and the universe, adapting to the changing circumstances just as a tree adapts to shifting seasons, growing and thriving in our unique ways. Incorporating the principle of living according to nature in our daily life can instill a sense of peace, fulfillment, and satisfaction. It aids us in realizing our full potential and leading a life of purpose and meaning. As we culminate our exploration of the 10 principles of Stoicism, let's remind ourselves that these are not just philosophical concepts. Instead, they are practical tools for achieving inner peace, resilience, and emotional invincibility against life's unpredictable challenges. The key to mastering these principles lies in consistent practice. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Every step, however small it may seem, contributes to the journey towards a more peaceful, resilient, and emotionally invincible you. To conclude our exploration of Stoicism, it proves beneficial to reflect upon these principles and think about how they resonate with your life. How have they influenced your thoughts and actions? I invite you to share your reflections, experiences, and insights in the comments section. They might just serve as the inspiration someone else needs on their journey. As you embark upon your journey of embracing Stoicism, remember, you are not alone. We are all fellow travelers on this path of personal growth and evolution, weaving the tapestry of life together. Let's learn, inspire, and support each other as we navigate the ebb and flow of life. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey, for investing your time in understanding these powerful principles. If you found value in this content and wish to delve deeper into such topics, make sure to subscribe and like this video. Remember, your journey towards emotional invincibility is just beginning. Stay tuned for more content that will aid you in navigating your life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. Let's learn and grow together, one principle at a time.